All right, I just done a previous video on masking, and then I watched this hour-long video by Carl Jung, and he basically says we all mask in life. So this mask is basically, what do I want the world to believe about me? And then what do I need to put on in order to be accepted by the society or my community? He said that we will have these masks and they are around archetypes, but what was so interesting about this, that this mask is really constructed in our unconscious, and between our unconscious, which are things that operate in the background of life, versus our conscious thoughts, that 95% of our environment is taken up by our unconscious, 5% by the conscious choices. He says that, how do we know we need to incorporate other things into our mask? The people that we attract into our lives, they have information about our repressed traits. So an example of that is, if I am a hugely empathetic and compassionate person, I lead with my emotions. So that is what I believe about myself. That person will attract emotionally unavailable people. Why? Because in that empathy and compassion, unregulated is people pleasing and self-abandonment. So inside of that emotionally unavailable person is knowledge that I have actually been emotionally unavailable to myself. It says that when I recognize that I have the capacity to be emotionally unavailable, but I actually choose to be selectively empathetic, he says that that is making the unconscious conscious. And that is the point where we start to change our footprint through life, and we start to change the people that we attract into our lives. But the biggest part of that is that as I cultivate my God space and I spend time with God, these things are happening to me naturally. So for me, it is this hugely empathetic and compassionate person that realizes that you need selective empathy and compassion. You need boundaries. You need the ability to defend those boundaries against people that are going to come against them. Carl Jung said that understand that we have the capacity for good and evil, that we choose good, that we choose to make the unconscious conscious, and then we change our footprint in life. But for me, I have been on this path, and that was happening, and the only thing I did was show up and build a God relationship. That in my God space, I'm being driven into experiences designed to make me a better me. And they're not anything that I would have the capacity to ask for or really do on my own. They are just happening through my relationship with God. So that's it. We need a God space in our life. We visit that space daily because it's in nurturing our relationship with God that we're made over into a better you, a better me.